Bitcoin, February 1st, 2026, weekly update. We'll start with the monthly time frame. We got price action rising, then dumping here in November, sideways in December, reached up in January, then dumped back down in January, and now we're in the beginning of February. We're very close to the previous low happening back in April. So we have a chance that we're going to go down and hit this liquidation point right here. And plus this is a flip, because you can see this was a high back on March as well. So this is a very pivotal spot to see if we're going to bounce up over this or tank under this imaginary line right here. So there's a lot of action going on. So we have to keep aware of that for the beginning of February. If we're going to go in February, you might dump then pump. Maybe dump to this point and then pump after that, or pump and then dump even lower to this side, but down here, which is could be another level. So we have to see how we're gonna go. For a weekly time frame, we got price action. Lower lows, still higher highs. But when you're talking about the lows I was saying before, this low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low, but this low is going to be lower than this low right here. So that's a significant change. That could be an indication of great weakness. We're still above the 200 MA, so overall we're still bullish, but it is becoming very vulnerable at this point in the moment. So this is again a pivotal spot for Bitcoin. So we gotta look back here and see if all these points is going to be near the point right here. So 74K level will be very sensitive to see how that responds. I'm going to go with the daily time frame. Price action went above 200 MA, then dropped down below it. Sharp turn on 200 MA. Lower highs, and a low that's almost lower than this low. But we have this low that's reaching for this guy right here. So at 74K, 74.5. So if it reaches down there, that'll definitely be the spot to keep aware of right here and right here. So that's going to be sensitive. We have to take a look at that. In fact, for this first one, I'm going to set an alert for this right here and now. So now we're going to go to the 1 hour time frame. Price action went below the 200 MA and drastically went down on this one here too. So that's a sign of great weakness. So price action is getting far away from the 200 MA, so we may have a rebound coming up, but we have to see how that responds. And I'm waiting for this sensitivity to see how it reacts, the one with the alert that I just set. 15 minute, drastically going down lower. 200 MA is going lower with it as well too, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. And here's the alert that I set before. So let's go back to 1 hour, because you can see a better bird's eye view of what's going on. Went down, sideways action, down again. Let's see what happens when we put some trend lines on there. Down, sideways, down again. These highs are connected for this action line. Another highs are connected, and this action line, and all these highs that are getting lower and lower are connected as well too. So you can see that momentum to the downside. We got the safety line here. This is where everything dropped down to. As you know, it's trying to go down to again. And we have this monthly safety line holding here for now. This monthly line was before up here. And now we had to adjust that because of the steep drop that it had. So now it's down here now. So that's something to keep aware of. All these vertical red lines or the news drivers are going to happen this next upcoming week. All these guys. PMI, JOLTS, non-farm, PMI, unemployment rate, sentiment. So all these are going to be released this week, which will definitely create some volatility. But this is actually the beginning of the month as well too. So this is just going to be a lot of sporadic movement for this week to come. So I think keep an eye, be cautious, hold back. Don't go full bore into anything, because it can act in any way that it wants to as of this moment. So let's go to the official Forex Factory. See all these red folders here. The same thing as we showed on the chart. And then let's go to liquidations. We're getting updated 24-hour liquidations. We've got some liquidity up here, but let's zoom out to, let's say, the 3-day liquidations. We got one big one up here at 84.7. Nothing down here as well, but this may want to come back up to hit this, but it's so sporadic. Don't put too much weight into it. We can go to the week time frame as well too, see what it has here. Same thing. Got some liquidations showing right here. So that's going to be the summary for this week on February 1st, 2026. Bitcoin weekly update.